'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house. Welcome back to the Hot Corner. We're here to do another TTM episode. This is TTM episode number 162. I want to say Merry Christmas to all my friends out on YouTube land and the card community. Let's get into this. We have 11. Trying to get some returns for Caleb's TTM Battle of the Decades. First one coming in from Tampa, Florida. And that is our first one, and that counts for the 80, Team 80s. That's Mr. John Russell. And that is the 85 Fleer, I believe, along with Steve Jeltz. So we see Steve Jeltz at a couple events during the year, so we'll make sure we bring that card out to get him to finish that off. He also signed the 86 Tops beautifully in blue ink. And then the 91 Tops, where he was the catcher for the Rangers, primarily catching Nolan Ryan. So thank you, Mr. Russell. This is going to be a good one, I hope. Second one coming in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So a couple of people getting this back. It's Mr. Jim Leland, and he signed the 90 Tops in black ink. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, Mr. Jim Leland. We sent him 2. He only signed 1. He did not sign the 89. So no point there. But happy to get a Hall of Famer back. Mr. Jim Leland. That's awesome. All right, third one coming in from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Mr. Scott Leyes, and that's on the 91, the rookies card. So it's beautifully signed in blue ink. Thank you, Mr. Leyes. He also signed the 92 Donruss, the 93 Donruss, and then the 91 Tops. So it's pretty sweet as well. Alrighty, only one for Team 80 so far. Alright, next one coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. It's Mr. Blas Minor. He signed the 90 Donruss, the rookies. So that's beautifully in blue ink. Happy to get the rookies back in this episode. That is very cool. Thank you, Mr. Blas Minor. I think I sent him 2, so he might have kept 1, but I'll have to look that up. All right, next one coming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Looks like he tested out the back of the envelope, so that's pretty cool. That's Paw, Charlie Maxwell. So very happy to get that back. When he played for the Detroit Tigers. That's a vintage card. I got that from COMC. Not sure on the year. And then I also picked up that one. I also had this one before, but I made a trade with Kurt over at Clump's Cards. So it's a pretty sweet card. I was happy to get that back again. He's a $10 donation. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. Alrighty, next one coming in from Parts Unknown. Didn't use the stamp. Finally, a point for Team 80s. The 89 Tops, Mr. Pete Staniak. So he signed that in blue ink, so that's pretty sweet. And then he also signed the 88 Tops traded in blue ink. So, second point of the episode. All right, next one coming in from Reno, Nevada. It's an older return because of the brown envelope. Looks like we ripped the corner on that. It's okay. It's Mr. Mike Hartley. He signed that Phillies postcard for me in blue ink. So that's pretty sweet. And then added the 92 tops in blue ink. And the 93 tops in blue ink. So thank you, Mr. Hartley. All right, next one coming in from Denver, Colorado. Second Hall of Famer of the episode, Mr. Steve Atwater from the Denver Broncos. Mr. Atwater signs one per person. Happy to get him. I send them out to him about every 6 months. So thank you, Mr. Atwater, for your autograph. Excuse me. Next one coming in from the Atlanta Metro. Another one for Team 80s. It's Mr. Scott Fletcher on the 89 score traded. So it's beautifully signed in blue ink. Also signed the 86 Fleer, beautifully in blue ink. Shout out to my man Stacy Alt Ego 2099 for the 92 Fleer. He's with the White Sox. And then the 93 Upper Deck when he was with the Red Sox. So thank you, Mr. Fletcher. All right, last two. Next one coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. These ones, the cards were popping out. This one too was popping out the side. So happy that the envelopes held up and that my cards were returned. It's another point for Team 80. That's Mr. J. Bell on the 88 Don Russ when he was a rookie with the Indians. I believe that's the 95 tops. Beautifully in blue ink. Most known for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And then the 93 Upper Deck. So another point. All right, guys, final one. Coming in from Tampa, Florida. Also shredded through the sides. Must have been the post office's machine. This is another point for Team 80s. That's Mr. Don Robinson. He signed the 88 Don Russ beautifully in blue ink. Also signed the 89 Don Russ in blue ink. Got a little worried about this, but Johnny Serena got an RTS. The 91 Bowman. And then the 90 Don Russ. Shout out to Brandon Stebbins. All right, guys. That wraps up this edition of the Hot Corner. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Give me a like. Give me a comment down below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as always on the Hot Corner, guys, I am out of here.